Hey, so this video will review this Router Pantograph. Welcome to Progress Projects. This is the Milescraft 1298 3D Pantograph Router Stencil Tracing Jig. In this video, I'm going to just give you my opinion on my experience with it, as well as some of the pros and cons that I've found with the Pantograph. I've put a link in the description where you can go find it. So first of all, I actually really enjoyed using this Pantograph. It was simple and it was easy, but it was also it was fun to see, your movements transcribed onto the board. What we did with it is this stuff. First thing I did was I actually used one of the letters that they've sent with the Pantograph. I traced it out. That's a C. Then I just finished out my name because my name's Cord, in case you didn't know that. Then I freehanded this over here, Porter's Projects. I think I enjoyed freehanding more than tracing by far, because when you're tracing, you're getting a percentage of your original image, whereas this, it's one-to-one, whatever you want to make it that way. The other fun one we did is I had my little brother put his hand down and we traced it to see how 3D we could make it. It's a little rough. We had a wrong router bit in there, but he's actually kind of a big guy, but he has a really tiny hand once it gets traced. But yeah, so that's what we did. Okay, so as much as I enjoyed using the Pantograph, there's definitely some cons that I didn't like, but there are also some great pros. And so I'll try to point them out too as we go along. So I'm going to go through the pros first. It's honestly relatively inexpensive, considering what you get out of it. It's a simple system to put together and assemble. They send you tracing letters, so just in case you have no artistic ability whatsoever, you can go ahead and trace the letters out and make signs or anything you really want that way. It also is kind of nice because they already give you preset scaling holes, so you're not trying to do guesswork if you would need to do an exact size for something. You already know where to set it at. With that being said, some of the cons are adjusting the Pantograph to the right spots and stuff is a little ambiguous. I felt like we were kind of guessing when we were putting it together. It was kind of funny because I already have some Milescraft equipment, and so I had a Milescraft router base on it, and I went to set it in the tray on the Pantograph and it wouldn't even fit. So I was a little disappointed at that, so I had to take my base off and then put just a bare router in. So I don't know why Milescraft couldn't figure that one out. They didn't send any tacks. They want you to attach the tracing letters to your workspace, but they don't send you any tacks to do it with, and I don't have thumbtacks laying around. I don't know. I feel like most people probably wouldn't. Maybe I'm an odd one out. The other thing is I want to point this out, actually, on these rear adjustment screws. They only send you one jam nut, when you really should have had two jam nuts, so I'm going to go out and purchase a couple. That way you don't lose in vibration, because after one round of routing, these came loose, and then trying to adjust it back and get it to hold. It just wasn't as clean as I thought it would be. Also, these universal clamps, I think they're like most universal things. Mickey Mouse made them, and they're not perfect. I just feel like there should have been something, either a cam lock type system or maybe just a little better clamping system, a bar, or but these were kind of rickety. I felt like they were going to come loose at any time. And then the other thing actually is that they didn't give you a scaling of a 1-to-1. I wish that they would have had it set up to scale 1-to-1, so I wanted to do my original image on there. But I know it seemed like I had a lot more cons, but I think you just have to explain the cons a little more, because most people get, hey, it was good. So if you're looking into getting a Router Pantograph, then this Milescraft Pantograph is going to be a great option for you, and I put a link in the description where you can go find it. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and click the thumbs up button. And if you want to see more videos about this Pantograph, then go ahead and click the square on your screen. And if you want to subscribe to see future videos that I make, then go ahead and click the circle.